Hi everyone, I'm here to do a quick share of a journal that I made for someone, and I had promised them this journal a while ago, but I just completed it. I want to get some projects completed before I start on Christmas projects. So this is one of the items. I have to alter these mouse traps. I'm going to make like a note holder. I have one more. I'm trying to find bigger ones, but I cannot. So that will be in conjunction with this. So the journal is 5 by 7. It's using it's using Tim Holtz paper, a stack from Walmart. It's the correspondence, and this is the one from Walmart. I've had it for a while. It was on sale. Well, that's not really on sale. It was $1 off. I use that. I use some items that I printed off from Pinterest or Google. So let me go ahead and do it quick so it doesn't go over because I'm already at a minute. Like I said, it's 5 by 7. I used chipboard as the covers. I wrapped them in some red, good gosh, cardstock. Sorry about that. And this is the front cover, and I believe, yeah, the front and the back cover are papers from the Tim Holtz correspondence pack. And what I did is I stamped just a little bit on there with some stamps and embossed them there, right there. And you can kind of see a little bit, maybe you can't, but it's embossed right here. You can feel the texture. And since I used like postage paper on the front, I decided to use this on the bottom. It's coins because right now stamps are 47 cents. The items in this pocket are not removable. They're just glued in. I had made this with some that Tim Holtz paper that you can't tear. I forgot what it's called. It tears, but it's hard to tear. I wrapped it in some washi tape. If you can see, and I think it's the Tim Holtz washi tape. And it says parcel post. It's not focusing. Sorry, guys. And I put a forever stamp on there, and it's adhered with the magnet. I think you can see the magnet in the back, and it just holds the journal closed. So let's go ahead and get started. Sorry, let me try to zoom in just a little bit. And sorry for the shaking, guys. This is the inside front cover, and this is my marker so I stay in focus. That's the inside front cover. I did use some coffee dye papers. I used my Stampin' Up tab punch in a few places. So I'll go ahead and flip through. And I didn't do a lot of stamping on the pages, a lot of embellishing because I didn't want it to be really girly. So, and this is a glassine envelope. I just stamped on it with one of my stamps. This is a tag that I have these in my stash. I just sewed some matte paper on it, and you can journal on the back of it. Piece of scrap paper right there. And I just tucked a printout from Pinterest in the back. And this was a piece of paper from that paper stack from Walmart. I just cut this out of the sheet itself and backed it with some scrap cardstock to make it kind of sturdy. And this is a download from Pinterest, and I thought this was cute. It said, "Did you know that women use about 30,000 words a day while men use only 15,000? Yes, we have to repeat everything." And then the husband says, "What?" I thought that was kind of cute, so I put that in there. A piece of ephemera. I download it. You can journal on the back of there. I fold it over to make a tuck spot. This is another printable. It's fishing license. More coffee dot paper. A little tuck spot right here. Let me get something to tuck in there. A little tuck spot. Some notebook paper with a tab on it. And this is it's actually a chipboard frame from Michaels. But what I did is I peeled it apart because they're super thick if you want to use them in your book. So I peeled it apart. I think I have 2 pieces left. I wrapped it with some foil tape, and then I ran it through an embossing folder, and it kind of looks like metal. It's not a tire tread. I forget what it's called. So, and then it's a tuck spot right there. My magnet keeps getting stuck. Another piece from the Tim Holtz paper stack, some coffee dyed paper. A download from Pinterest. This was supposed to be the original, what Monopoly would look like originally. A tuck spot, just some doilies that I used some distress sprays on. This is another piece from that Walmart pad. Download from Pinterest, because she's from New Jersey. Journal on the back and a guest check. This is from the Prima Ledger pad. Another sheet from the the Walmart pad. I really didn't like this page. I threw the remainder of it in the trash can because for some reason I just didn't like it. And I made a tuck spot using some scrap paper from the cover, and this is a piece cut out from the images on the front, and just a little tuck spot. Journal on the back of here. This is a download from Pinterest. You could journal on the back of there. Some paper from a pad that I have. And I have a lot of these little tickets, so I just stuck one in here. A paper clip. A piece of ephemera that I printed from Pinterest. Let me clip that back on there. Some more ephemera. This is a journaling card. This is a stamped image. I just trimmed around it and stuck it in there. And this is another chipboard piece. I want to say it's a Recollections. I just thinned it down and created a tuck spot right there. A pocket using the rest of that paper. Some more journaling cards. And these are the Project Life cards, and this was the travel pack. That's what these are from. Just a ticket. You could journal on the back of there. More paper to write on. And this is another piece from the same as this one. I just cut it out and I backed it on some paper. And I actually sandwiched a magnet in between there so it'll hold that piece of ephemera in there. See, it won't fall out. So if you get it, it won't get lost from the book because I attached it with a piece of string. And you can see how it just snaps back in place. So, and I downloaded this because I like old stuff that reminds me of when we were kids. So remember these when you were in grade school and you had to go up and sharpen your pencil. And I think I'm going to find another one, but in color, and use it in my own journal. So, get back there. There we go. Okay, a tuck spot. This is using scraps from the Tim Holtz paper. Some postcards. You can journal on those. And this was adhered to hide the when I put the eyelet in, so I needed something to cover that up. Well, I wanted something to cover it up. Piece from a book that I have. And it says Green Eyed Monster, and it's a religious book, so it has a little story that goes with it. More coffee dyed paper. Another piece from the Tim Holtz pack. And all those pads that I have from the dollar spots, I just glued some of those in here. And I'm actually working on another journal, and I glued some in those also. I made a tuck spot right here, and this is just 2 pieces of cardstock that I glued together, and I embossed it with it has a shoe print emboss on it. If you can kind of see it, let me see right there. So, and I just stuck a coffee dyed index card in there. Another piece from the Tim Holtz paper pack, an envelope with some index cards on the inside. Another piece of Monopoly ephemera I downloaded from Pinterest. This is a envelope, more of those notepads you can write on there. And I used the stencil on this one. And the little brat keeps it closed. And there's a tuck spot back here. Journal on there. And this is her initial, her first initial. And a tuck spot, I used the Tim Holtz, I want to say it's called ink or something, or writing, but it's a little die. Die cut that and stuck a download from Pinterest in there. More from the Tim Holtz pack. And this is a Project Life card also. I just adhered it with some washi tape. More coffee dyed paper. Another tag and a piece of fabric that I had a sample of, so I just attached that there. And I made a pocket using the Tim Holtz paper. And this is another Pinterest download. And if you can see it, there's a little girl and she's punching the little boy. And the next one is the little boy crying. And the bottom one, she's hugging him. And it says, "And that's how women work." I don't know why my camera is not focusing. Sorry guys, but it is not focusing, but that's what it says. And if you want any of these downloads, please let me know. I'll try to, I think they're on my Pinterest board. So a map from the Tim Holtz paper, another Project Life card, Tim Holtz paper. I just made a tuck spot, and a rotary telephone from Pinterest, another journaling card, some notebook paper. And it always seems like either I stamp my signature on the back upside down, I put a piece of paper in upside down, or I always do at least one thing upside down. So I've come to just accept that, hey, that must be your signature, because this is the one page out of the entire book that's upside down. So more paper for writing. Well, that one is too. So that's two, but I don't know why I don't notice that when I'm binding the pages in, but it's a junk journal, so it'll be okay. A piece from the Walmart pad, and this was just an envelope. I sealed it shut and snipped two little thumbtack spots. This is a Tim Holtz stamp. What I did is I stamped him, then I stamped to make a mask, and then I stamped around him, so that way none of the background interferes with him. So, and I used distress ink and a watercolor brush just to give him some color. And then I also used some splatters on it. The Tim Holtz Distress, I think it's copper. Inside a blank if she wants to write on those. And this was a piece from the Walmart pad that I really, really hated the way the paper looked. So what I did is I stamped on it. Then I went back over it with distress stains, distress sprays, and I ended up liking it better. I can still see it through the background, but it's not as much. So more pages to journal on. And this is just a tuck spot. It's just two pieces of paper that are glued together. And this was another piece of ephemera that I downloaded. This was when you had to take your film to the drugstore or to whatever store to have it developed. So that's a piece of ephemera. This is just a little booklet. It has a tuck spot right here. These are just pieces of scrap paper that were left over from the cuts, so I glued them into here. And they actually still smell like coffee. So, and it just tucks back in this little pocket right here. And this is actually another little tuck spot right here. More paper for journaling. A tuck spot right here. And these are just using the scraps. More paper from the Tim Holtz paper pad. And this is using this is just a piece of craft cardstock. This is using the Tim Holtz die. And what I did is I stapled this in the corner. There's a magnet underneath here, so when I put it in, it kind of grabs it that it won't come out. So, and you can, these are just pieces of paper for writing on. I just drew the lines on them. And it just has to find the magnet, but it's not going anywhere. Just a tuck spot with a Project Life card and a piece of scrap paper. And an envelope with a time card in there. Another Project Life card. More paper from the Tim Holtz paper pad. Another time card. You can write on the back of there. This is a piece of old paper. I have a pad of these, so I stuck one of these in here with another tab on it. And I think I missed it. I did. So let me go back. I'm sorry. This was her first initial. It's J. And then her other initial is P. So I pulled those out of my stash and I used them in the journal. So more craft card paper. Coffee dyed paper with some coffee grounds still on it. Another devotional page. This is paper. This is a Pinterest download. Some graph paper. And I printed these lines on here, and I was supposed to be stamping on the other side, but I never did it, so I just decided to use them up in here. It went with the theme of the paper really well. So more of that paper from the Walmart pad. Some more graph paper. A tuck spot, and I sandwiched the paper clip between the front and the back. There's a pocket right here, so the paper clip is stuck in the page. That's a stamp, and this is a Pinterest download, and it's really long, but it's 5 deadly terms used by a woman. Fine, nothing, go ahead, whatever, that's okay. And the bonus word is wow, so she can read that. I thought they were kind of cute. So, in a tuck spot. I think this was gifted to me. It's just a journaling card. And another piece of ephemera that I downloaded from Pinterest. You can journal on the back of there. The other piece that had the locks on it. Some graph paper. Another piece from the Walmart paper pad. And I was getting ready to cut this one up, but if you look, I don't think you can see it. Let's see. It actually has the word fine in the wood grain itself. There's the F. I don't think you guys can see it. Yes, you can. The I, the N, and the E. So I thought that was kind of cool, so I left it as is. I made a tuck spot right here. This was gifted to me. It's just a journaling spot. A printable. And just it goes in that pocket right there. And this can go behind that bag. And I had stamped these, and I've had them for a while. It says, "Life is fragile, handle with prayer." Another a piece of ephemera printed from Pinterest inside the bag. And this is a piece of that fabric from that sample. A Project Life card. I believe this is a tuck spot. Share faith, offer prayer, gather hope. Just a piece of paper attached with a paper clip. This is a paper bag. I haven't put anything in it. And I stamped and used the stencil on there. Sorry. The back of it. And just a piece of paper for writing. And just a tuck spot. This is the last page. A printable. Another printable from Pinterest. And a journaling card. Go in here. This is the back of the book. This is a pocket right here. And it flips down. And it holds this journaling card right here. This is the back of the book. And the reason I did it that way is because the back of it, the paper has this on it, and I didn't want to glue it down. I wanted you to be able to see it. So it snaps when you, let me see if I can do it. When you close it, there's 2 magnets in there to hold it closed, and that's the pocket. So that is my book, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please let me know. If you're not a subscriber, please go ahead and subscribe, and have a great day.